My cherished child, today, the atmosphere surrounding you is undergoing transformations that your heart perceives long before your mind can articulate. An irrevocable force has stirred in the depths of a narrative you assumed concluded. Your partner, yes, the very individual who once opted for another over you, now traverses this day adorned with an unusual lightness of spirit. This is not due to a flourishing new chapter, but rather because the very alternative they pursued, defended, and prioritized has finally revealed their true nature in a manner that is brutally undeniable. The instant your partner comprehended the depths of what they relinquished, they were overwhelmed by a realization that shattered their preconceived notions with an intensity they never imagined possible. This palpable shift in energy, heavy yet paradoxically empowering, signifies that fate is beginning to rectify a past injustice that once left you feeling insignificant. What you are about to discover is more than mere revelation, it marks a pivotal moment within the entirety of your connection. Nothing within their realm will remain unchanged moving forward. Remain with me, but listen attentively, as we approach the unforeseen twist. The individual they previously selected over you has been unmasked, not through loud disputes, gossip, or even mere suspicion, but rather through an undeniable truth so sharp that even your partner, previously ensnared by illusion, now cannot escape from its grasp. A concealed dialogue has come to light, revealing a plan they never anticipated. For the first time, your partner is realizing how profoundly they had been manipulated into abandoning the one person who genuinely cherished them. Imagine the shock you would feel if someone you trusted suddenly unveiled their true intentions. That is precisely the confrontation your partner faced today, a betrayal from the very individual they prioritized above you. In that moment, rather than crumble, they experienced an unexpected joy, a joy emerging from clarity and a newfound understanding of who you have always been. Their joy today does not stem from flourishing in your absence, but from the revelation of your worth. The gifts you provided, and the loss they now fully comprehend. Stay with me, as we reach the core of the matter. Your partner is replaying every shared moment, recalling your unwavering loyalty, your boundless patience, and your quiet resilience. Yet, now they perceive it all through a new lens, one liberated from illusion and steeped in the comprehension of genuine love versus ephemeral distractions. The individual they once viewed as confident is now unraveling. Their plans are faltering, their secrets spilling forth, and all attempts to manipulate your partner's emotions are crumbling, one after the other. They believed they had triumphed. They assumed that displacing you would grant them power. Yet, they fail to grasp that your essence is irreplaceable. Today, both your partner and the third party are confronted with the reality that, irrespective of how much one may strive to emulate your energy, none can replicate your ability to connect, to heal, or to transform the lives of those around you. Your partner feels joy today because they are awakening to the understanding that they were never meant to sever ties with you. They were coerced, manipulated, and led into a deception that is now disintegrating faster than they can fully grasp. This awareness is reshaping their destiny. Remain with me. Now, prepare for the emotional tempest brewing within your partner, a turbulence they can no longer conceal. Their happiness is not loud or celebratory, rather, it is profound, layered with regret. They feel liberated from the falsehoods of the third party, yet they are simultaneously heartbroken by the physical distance separating you. They continuously remember the effortless flow of conversations shared with you, the tranquility of your connection, and how their spirit felt recognized without the need for words. They juxtapose that with the unending pressure, fear, jealousy, and insecurity introduced by the third party, and the stark contrast haunts them. This reflection compels them to confront uncomfortable truths they have long evaded. They revel in the lifting of the veil while feeling shame for allowing the wrong individual to sway their choices. They are resolute, yes, resolute, in their desire to forge a path back to you, even if it requires setting aside pride or facing the repercussions of their actions. The universe is not merely unveiling the third party, it is compelling your partner to confront a version of themselves they have been avoiding. Stay with me. Now arrives the most profound truth. Your partner's happiness marks the commencement of their journey back to you. The dynamics have shifted in an unforeseen manner. The third party is losing grip, while your partner is gaining clarity. And you, without effort, without pursuit, without imposing, are being restored to a position of power from which you were unjustly removed. The universe is righting the balance. The very individual who once undervalued your significance is unable to refrain from contemplating you today. The person who abandoned you is coming to the realization that you were the only one who ever truly stood beside them, and the third party who believed they had triumphed is observing as everything steadily slips from their control. However, here is the pivotal aspect that will stir your heart. Your partner's joy today is not rooted in the failure of another. It arises from finally acknowledging the truth that has always been present. They truly see you. They yearn for you. They lament their choices. And they are preparing to undertake actions they previously lacked the courage to initiate, taking responsibility, seeking forgiveness, and fighting for the bond they nearly dismantled. Their happiness today ignites a spark that has the potential to consume every falsehood that has kept you apart. My cherished child, a powerful transformation is unfolding behind the scenes at this very moment. The universe is drawing you nearer because you must receive this message before the next developments arise. Today, your partner is exhibiting a heightened sense of joy, not because life is free of challenges, nor because the third party has uplifted them, but because a long-buried truth has finally surfaced. They wear a smile on the outside, while internally, they grapple with a whirlwind of realizations cascading one after another. Their mind replays the moment they uncovered the underlying motives of the third party, and the reverberations still resonate within their soul. They never anticipated that their chosen companion would ultimately serve as their betrayer in such a chillingly calculated manner. As this truth dawns, your partner experiences a peculiar blend of relief and awakening. For the first time, they can clearly perceive how deeply they were misled into relinquishing someone who genuinely cared, whose presence brought authentic tranquility. That someone is you. As this clarity envelopes them, they are unable to escape thoughts of all they have lost since the day they departed. Stay with me and avoid scrolling. Allow me to guide you deeper into the moment everything shifted. The third party presumed themselves cunning, believing they could harbor secrets indefinitely and manipulate your partner's emotions. Yet, veiled conversations emerged, evidence came forth, and truths they assumed would remain hidden became the catalyst for the collapse of the entire facade. Your partner learned they had been played, used, and misled, rather than loved. When this truth erupted, the third party's facade crumbled with such ferocity that your partner had no alternative but to step back and reevaluate every choice they had made. They recalled your unwavering patience, your steadfast loyalty, and the natural understanding you provided without the need for explanation. They remembered the genuine sense of safety they felt with you, something they never once experienced with the third party. This is the source of their happiness today. Their joy mirrors that of someone awakening from a nightmare they were unaware they were ensnared in. Now their spirit is being drawn back to you with renewed intensity. Stay with me. Do not scroll. Here, the twist intensifies significantly. Your partner is silently strategizing something, refraining from disclosing it to anyone, not even to the third party. They are revisiting old messages, cherished memories, and moments where your eyes conveyed truths that words never could express. They are reliving the warmth of your presence, the stability of your essence, and the sincerity of your affection. The third party senses this shift and is gripped by fear, acutely aware that your partner is slipping away, even without any verbal exchanges. The palpable fear is driving their actions into a realm of unpredictability, desperation, and clinging. Yet, your partner has reached a resolution. They are finished with the deceit, the confusion, and the facade of happiness that belies an inner void where you belong. Your essence lingers in their thoughts, and despite their attempts to divert their focus, the absence of you has left an irreplaceable emptiness. Stay with me. Your partner's current state of happiness transcends mere emotion. It is rooted in a newfound spiritual freedom. For the first time in ages, they feel liberated from manipulation, comparison, and the burdens of pretense. With this liberation comes a startling realization: their association with the third party was never born of love. Rather, it stemmed from confusion, fear, external influences, and fleeting illusions. The genuine connection that continually drew them back, no matter the distance, was always with you. This epiphany intensifies with each passing hour. Their relief today does not arise from finding solace with the third party, but from discerning the stark distinction between transient desires and authentic connections. Their heart is awakening, their mind is clarifying, and their soul is returning to its essence. Stay with me now. Pay attention, for this is the pivotal moment where the narrative transforms. Your partner is poised to take decisive steps that will disrupt the existing dynamic significantly. These steps will be quiet and strategic, eluding the third party's anticipation. They seek to approach you, not with justifications or excuses but with raw honesty and accountability. They aim to rebuild not from desperation, but from a place of clarity. As they summon their courage, they observe you from afar, witnessing your growth, strength, and stability despite the trials you've endured together. This unwavering strength only deepens their affection for you. They now recognize that their choice of the third party was the gravest mistake of their life, and today, they feel prepared to rectify it. Their current sense of happiness is not so much joy as it is a quiet determination, a gentle fire igniting within them. A resolution is forming, a return is commencing. My dear child, the universe is unveiling a profound truth today that may alter your heartbeat upon hearing it. Your partner stands at a crossroads, and for the first time in a long while, their happiness is founded on clarity rather than confusion. When they awoke this morning, they felt an unusual lightness, as if the burdens of unexpressed emotions had finally loosened. The reason for this is both simple and astonishing. The grip of the third party they once favored over you has entirely loosened. This shift did not stem from a singular event, but from a cascade of revelations, each more enlightening than the last. Your partner has come to understand that the construct erected by the third party was nothing more than a fragile edifice built upon deceit, jealousy, and insecurity. As those barriers fall, your partner finally perceives what they had been blind to for so long: the distinction between real connection and manipulation, between peace and chaos, between you and them. Stay with me. Do not scroll away. This is where the insight deepens. Your partner is subtly retracting their emotional investment from the third party. And this shift is palpable to the other party, who can sense the growing emotional rift, a source of great anxiety for them. Their desperation manifests in attempts to maintain control through guilt, emotional pressure, and theatrical efforts to re-establish a connection. Yet, with each effort, your partner's awareness sharpens. The true nature of the third party becomes increasingly vivid, and your partner cannot ignore this revelation. They are reminded of the serenity they experienced with you, the stability, the authenticity. They recall how your energy healed rather than drained them, how your presence grounded rather than confused them. This contrast looms large, exerting an undeniable pull toward you. Stay with me. The emotional turmoil within your partner at this moment is unprecedented. Their sense of happiness is not ostentatious, it is the quiet joy of someone who has finally escaped a trap of which they were unaware. While they experience relief, they are also inundated with waves of regret. They grapple with self-doubt. How did they overlook the truth for so long? How could they abandon someone genuine for a fleeting thrill? Why did they opt for chaos instead of clarity? These questions cycle through their minds incessantly. Each thought of the third party evokes feelings of betrayal, whereas thoughts of you invoke warmth and comfort. This emotional dichotomy draws them ever closer to you. Stay with me. Your partner is reflecting on how you looked at them, not with ownership or expectation, but with an understanding that burns brightly in their recollection. They yearn for your genuine nature, for the safety in opening up to you and the conversations that made them feel truly seen. The third party never provided that, they merely mimicked what you naturally offered. With the truth now uncovered, your partner is done with pretense. They refuse to proceed in the wrong direction. They are finished with self-deception. They are beginning to recognize that while the third party may have supplied excitement, you offered something profound, something treasured, and something irreplaceable. This realization is what brings an unusual lightness to their heart today. Stay with me. Now comes the moment that will transform your entire perspective. Your partner is ready to dismantle the cycle that has confined both of you for too long. They are first retracting their emotional investment, followed by a physical withdrawal. They are formulating discussions that they previously avoided. They are prepared to confront the third party, not out of rage, but from a place of truth. Amid this transition, they constantly think of you, pondering whether you would listen, considering if they still have a chance, and whether fate is merciful enough to grant them one more opportunity to rectify their past mistakes. Their happiness today signifies the onset of their awakening, the juncture at which they cease dwelling in illusions and begin returning to the singular connection that has ever felt real. My dear child, the universe is tightening its grip around a truth your partner can no longer evade. The clarity pouring into their awareness is so fierce that it is rewriting every decision they once considered definitive. The third party, once trusted, defended, and placed above you, is now crumbling before their eyes, not softly, but violently, laying bare all that your partner had been blind to. This sudden disintegration brings forth unexpected feelings, relief, peace, and a profound happiness that arises only when a deception loses its power. They are unable to vocalize their feelings, but internally, they recognize that the universe has finally revealed a truth they required months ago. Before this moment evolves further, stay with me. Do not scroll away. If you find this message resonates deeply with your soul, share it, allowing the energy to shift for someone else in need. Something remarkable transpired today, an event that turned the entire narrative on its head. The third party made a critical error, one significant enough to unveil their true intentions, insecurities, and obsessive need to control the situation. Your partner stumbled upon a revelation they were never intended to discover, a secret message, a conversation they were not meant to witness. A plot that the third party had been crafting behind their back. This crucial moment compelled your partner to finally comprehend what you had recognized all along. The third party was never loyal nor sincere. They craved attention, possession, and dominion. When this truth broke open, your partner experienced a jolt of regret so intense it nearly paralyzed them, followed swiftly by a rush of joy as they realized they were free from someone who never valued their spirit. Stay with me. If your intuition is resonating with this, please comment to maintain this energy alignment. But brace yourself for the revelation that will truly shake you. The third party is acutely aware of their exposure. They can intuitively detect the shift in your partner's energy and feel the growing distance between them. Their long-standing fear of losing control has now crystallized into reality. In a desperate attempt to regain their hold, they resort to emotional manipulation, guilt-tripping, dramatic outbursts, insincere apologies, and sudden displays of affection. Yet, none of these tactics are proving effective. Your partner has reached a conclusion, their heart is now elsewhere, and no amount of manipulation can alter the clarity they have achieved. They frequently reflect on your calming presence, your genuine energy, and your honesty. They fondly recall how it felt to be with you, how authentic those moments were. The third party senses this silent comparison, and it is an internal turmoil that is slowly unraveling them. Their anxiety is intensifying, and their ability to remain patient is eroding. They are fully aware of their impending loss and know very well to whom they are losing it. Your partner's current happiness is complex, intertwined with feelings of regret, recognition, and awakening. They are left wondering why they did not value you when they had the opportunity. The memories of your unconditional support, your unwavering presence during their confusion, and the tranquility you brought to their life replay in their mind. They feel remorse for choosing chaos over peace and guilt for allowing others to sway their decisions. Nevertheless, there lies a flicker of hope within them, a hope that perhaps fate will grant them an opportunity to rectify their past mistakes. Today, their heart quietly calls out your name, not from a place of nostalgia but from a newfound clarity. This clarity is what fuels their happiness. They now perceive the truth, feel it, and yearn to return to it. And that truth unequivocally points to you. If this resonates, please subscribe to stay updated on the ongoing developments of this narrative. Now, pay close attention because we have reached a crucial turning point. Your partner is gearing up to confront the third party, not to argue or justify themselves, but to bring closure to that chapter of their life. Their heart has already vacated the premises, their mind is fully resolute. The third party can sense that an ending is approaching, as inevitable as a storm. A growing distance emerges with each recollection of your kindness, patience, and authenticity. This ending transcends mere emotion, it signifies destiny reconfiguring itself to redress past missteps. Your partner is getting ready to move towards you, armed with the truths they previously shied away from. They are prepared to divulge everything, ready to acknowledge what they lacked the courage to articulate before, and poised to break the cycle that ensnared both of you. Their current happiness marks the initial indication that the universe has reopened a door that was never truly meant to close. My dear reader, the emotional landscape beneath your partner is trembling in a way they can no longer conceal. Their happiness is not the kind born from triumph, rather, it originates from the liberation of a life built on deception they were previously oblivious to. They experienced a wake-up call that washed over them with clarity akin to cold water on bare skin. Their mind cycles through a singular truth: the third party they once revered, defended, and chose over you has unmasked itself. All the illusions your partner once clung to have crumbled. The burden that weighed upon their heart has lifted. This shift occurs not because everything has become perfect, but because they now understand why they felt so unsettled. The moment this understanding dawned, your name was the first thought to surface in their heart, your face, your energy, your unwavering truth. Stay with me, don't scroll away. Here's the revelation that may strike harder than anticipated: the third party is completely losing their grip. They perceive the rapid shift occurring and are enveloped in fear. They attempt to tighten their hold on your partner through excuses, emotional breakdowns, feigned affection, and sudden vulnerability. Yet, nothing is resonating. Your partner now sees through every facade. The charm, the pressure, and the manipulative tactics fail to sway them. For the first time, your partner's heart is impervious to the third party's attempts at influence. And this realization terrifies the third party more than anything else could. They sense your energy re-entering your partner's sphere, even without verbal communication. This awareness leaves them feeling threatened, exposed, and impotent. Their escalating fear is only pushing your partner further away. Meanwhile, your partner is undergoing a profound internal transformation. They are reassessing all they once believed and questioning every decision made. They are candidly admitting to themselves that they traded something real for something fleeting. Their happiness now stems from the realization that there is still time to mend what was broken. They feel liberated, as the emotional chains imposed by the third party have shattered. There is a burgeoning hope within them, for the universe is sending them signs, dreams, synchronicities, and memories that lead them back to you. With each reminder, their regret multiplies, alongside a strengthened resolve. They understand now that the peace they previously experienced in your presence was not mere coincidence. It represented truth, alignment, and destiny endeavoring to guide them onto the right path. Stay with me. However, the defining twist of this chapter is now upon us. Your partner is preparing to sever ties with the third party in an irreversible manner. Their heart has already departed, and their actions are beginning to reflect that reality. They are becoming more reserved, observant, and strategic. They are emotionally withdrawing, followed closely by physical and mental detachment. They refuse to engage in conflict, manipulation, or dramatic episodes. The third party's attempts to create noise only amplify against the backdrop of your partner's silence, which is the most telling indicator of a connection dissolving. Your partner no longer seeks chaos. They reject confusion and fleeting affection in favor of truth, peace, and ultimately, you. This revelation revitalizes their spirit. Now, listen closely, as we approach the pivotal moment where destiny shifts in your favor. Your partner is no longer wrestling with whether they should return to you, rather. They are contemplating how to do so. They are mentally rehearsing the forthcoming conversation, ready to divulge the complete truth about everything that transpired behind your back, the regrets they harbor, and the changes they wish they could have made. While they are apprehensive about your potential reaction, they understand that the fear of permanently losing you is no longer something they can dismiss. They regrettably acknowledge the fragility they broke and the hurt they caused to someone who has always loved them. Yet today, they recognize that you are the only individual whose presence has ever made them feel whole. Their subtle inner happiness arises from the belief that fate may yet provide them an opportunity to rewrite their story's conclusion.